Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to the Prema Bhakti Chandrika series. Today we are going to discuss the 15th verse, and the title of this verse is Do's and Don'ts in Devotional Service. So let's try to understand what are the don'ts and what are the do's. The verse goes like this: असत्संग असत्संगति सदा त्याग करो अन्य गीता कर्मी ज्ञानी परिहरि दूरे केवल भक्त संग प्रेम भक्ति रस रंग लीला कथा व्रज रस पूरे. So let's understand the direct meaning and then we will go into details. Asat sangati sada tyaga karo anya gita. That means always give up the bad association and tyag karo anya gita. Give up the other talks and other songs. And karmi jnani parihari dure. Keep away from karmis and jnanis. And kevala bhakata sangha. Always associate with devotees. Prema bhakti rasa ranga. Then what will happen? You will obtain prema bhakti and the variety of pleasures in service of Krishna. Prema bhakti rasa ranga. And in association of devotees, what one should do? Leela katha vrajarasa pure. Vrajarasa pure is Vrindavan, and Leela katha means hearing pastimes of Krishna or speaking pastimes of Krishna. So let's try to understand this in little more details. So asat sangati sada tyaga karo anya gita. Asat sanga is extremely dangerous, and therefore Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he mentions asat sanga tyag ei Vaishnavachar. So who is asat? What is bad association? Stri sangi ek asadhu Krishna abhakta are. One asat is a womanizer and another asat is non-devotee. So both of their association has to be totally avoided. Why? Because yasya yat sangati punsam manivat syat sa tadguna. Whoever we associate with, his ideology becomes our ideology. His desires become our desires. So therefore, one has to be extremely careful, especially the heart of womanizers is so contaminated and so infectious that even uh, attraction towards opposite gender, attraction towards woman is not as contaminating as attraction towards a womanizer. Why? Because uh, uh, the womanizers um, desires to enjoy a woman. So when we say woman, it same goes for a woman for towards man, basically opposite gender. Illegal attraction towards opposite gender is the biggest obstacle for any sincere practitioner or any practitioner for that matter. Um, so therefore, Sri Kapiladev warns all the sadhakas, saying that do not take any chance with this attraction towards opposite gender. Only that attraction, as Krishna says, dharma aviruddha bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. That attraction which is allowed by Krishna through marital ties, that means marriage ties, for a particular exalted reason of procreation, that attraction is approved by Krishna. Apart from that, any other attraction is considered as deadly as poison for a person who wants to cross over the material existence. So one needs to avoid this. And secondly, Krishna Abhakta, one who is a non-devotee. Now he has non-devotee ideals, non-devotional goals, and we will definitely become infected by them if we associate with them. Now, of course, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentions association. Living in this world, we will have to deal with those who are non-devotees and others. Uh, Not having association doesn't mean that we should have subhuman dealings with them or inhuman dealings with them. It's not like that. Like whatever a human being is supposed to uh, behave in a particular way, in the same way he should behave with any other human being, following the human etiquettes. Association here basically means inquiring into their lives, what they are doing, or being interested in their lives, or revealing one's mind in confidence with them. So this kind of dealings is called as association or sangha. If one is not doing that and keeping the needful dealings, because all of us are staying in the same world, that is not considered that taking sangha of taking bad sangha. All right, so this is then Tyaga Karo Anya Gita. Anya Gita means other songs, sites apart from Krishna consciousness. One will eventually have to deal with them, but not have any attachment towards them or not having any curiosity towards them. Just like a lotus staying in the in the in the water is not affected by the water. Similarly, the mundane sights and songs, one should not become interested. Why? Because the more one uh, deviates one's attention towards these things, the more one's faith in Krishna consciousness, the more one's capacity to appreciate Krishna consciousness, the more one's capacity to taste or inclination to taste Krishna consciousness goes down. One taste goes up, another taste goes down. So, like that. And Maya is so strong that she is waiting for us to give a little opportunity to her to enter into our life. Mm, as they say that, enter like a needle, come out like a plow. So Maya is also using the same strategy. She enters in our lives like a needle, finds some chidra or some hole, loophole somewhere, and she will drag us into the material life again. So therefore our shrutis, they say that uh, yo vai bhuma tat sukham nalpe sukham asti. One should be convinced that only in Krishna there is happiness. Na alpe sukham asti. Everything material is alpa, is meager, and there cannot be any happiness found there for the soul. So that is that we need to understand. Then karmi jnani parihari dure. Karmi and jnanis, their goals are different. They don't want to please Krishna. Even if they chant sometimes God's name, that is also as a formality. So just like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Raghunath Das Goswami that his father and uncle, although they are serving brahmanas and etc., but still they are not Shuddha Vaishnava because their goal is to enjoy material life. तथापि विषयर स्वभाव करे महा अंध सही कर्म करा याते है भव बंध. The nature of sense gratification is that it makes one blind and makes one do only that thing which will fasten the noose around his neck that is already put by Maya. It is even tightened by this blindness and getting entangled more and more. So this is one example. Another example is that one Raghunath Bhatta Goswami is uh, he was assisted by one Brahmana who was always chanting Ram Nam Ram Ram Ram. But his aim was to attain moksha, and just for formality, he was chanting Lord Ram's name. So Mahaprabhu was not very happy seeing him. So this is one needs to take care. These are the don'ts. Now let's see what are the do's for a devotee. Kevala Bhakata Sangha, Prema Bhakti Rasaranga, Leela Katha Vraja Rasa Pure. So Kevala Bhakata Sangha means that one needs to associate only with devotees. Now, why? Because by associating with devotee, one will develop more affection for Bhagwan. Srila Vishwanath Thakur comments on the verse Tulayam Lavenapi न स्वर्गम ना पुनर्भवम भगवत संगी संगस्य मर्त्यानाम किमुताशिष. Bhagavad Sangi Sangha. Just like Stri Sangi Sangha is even more dangerous than Stri Sangha. Similarly, Bhagavad Sangi Sangha is more exalted than Bhagavad Sangha. It's more exalted, it is more praiseworthy and more desirable than Bhagavad Sangha. So therefore, Rupa Goswami has mentioned that Sajatiya Ashaya Snigdhe Sadhu Sangha Swato Vare. All the practicing devotees must try to find out Sajatiya Ashaya, whose inclination is similar to ours, whose whose aspired mood to serve Krishna is very similar to that of ours. Uh, Snigdha, who is affectionate towards us, uh, Sadhu Sangha Swatovare, and who is more advanced than us. So we should try to seek such association. And what will happen in that association? Prema Bhakti Rasaranga. We will achieve Prem Bhakti very soon. And Rasaranga means the variety of pleasures which are there in Seva or which are there in Bhagavatam meanings that will become manifest. So Prema Bhakti, what is Prema? Prema resides in the heart of devotee. That's what Jiva Goswami mentions. Prema means tasya ladinya eva sarva anandadishayini vrittir nityam bhakta vrindeshu eva nikshipyamana bhagavad priti akhyaya vartate. To summarize, this means that what is Bhagavad Priti or Bhagavad Prem or Prema Bhakti? This is the tendency of Ladini Shakti of Krishna, that is Radharani's one tendency or nature, which will create, which is always projected, bliss giving bliss giving tendency, which is projected in the heart of a devotee, which gives bliss to Krishna and which gives bliss to devotee. So such uh, tendency is there in the heart of a devotee, and sitting like a queen in the heart of a devotee, that queen, only magnanimous queen, distributes the wealth of prema bhakti to others who come in association with them. So prema bhakti is obtained in association of devotee. Rasaranga, just like in like-minded association, the Leela Katha and the meanings of Bhagavatam and the service to Krishna becomes even more uh, magnified, or more, it becomes more relishable. Rasaranga. Just like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, uh, he, although he is God himself, yet in association of Sanatana Goswami, he could speak of 61 meanings of Atmaram verse, while in while with Sarama Bhattacharya, who was just about to become a devotee, he spoke only 18 verses. So, of course, that's a pastime, but Rasarangam is the variety, like the bhakti ras expands very easily in association of devotees, and the meanings of Bhagavatam become very clear and expansive in association of a devotee. Leela Katha Vrajarasa Pure. The Leelas of Krishna, they should be discussed in association of devotees, especially if possible Vrajarasa Pure. Okay, Vrajarasapur. That is, the village itself is made up of, Vraja is made up of rasa. Hmm. So, just like gopis, they saw, even when they saw the trees oozing the nectar, they thought that they are crying in separation from Krishna. So, entire Vraja is seen as a having a similar ras towards Krishna. Um, I mean, appropriately. All the rasas in Vrindavan, they are ultimately supposed to relish the rasa of conjugal love between gopis and Krishna. The Sakhya ras indirectly nourishes um, Madhurya ras by allowing Krishna to go to forest with them, and then Krishna makes some excuse and goes to meet gopis. The Vatsalya ras, the Yashoda Maya, Nanda Maharaj are taking Krishna so nicely, raising him so nicely, and they are also desiring that, oh, Radharani, if she becomes our vadhu, putra vadhu, that will be so nice. So in all different ways, um, the Vrajarasapur is the village made up of rasa, which becomes manifest in association of devotees. So even our uh, dear Prahlad Maharaj, he prays that सोहम प्रियस्य सुहृदा परदेवताया लीला कथास्तव नृसिंह विरिंचि गीता अंजस्तितर्मि अनुगृणन गुणविप्रमुक्तो दुर्गाणि ते पदयुगालय हमस संगा. Again, same thing is spoken by Srila Prahlad Maharaj. He is saying that you are my dear, my well-wisher, and Paradaivat. So why would I do anything other than hearing your Leela Katha? Hmm, who are sung by Virincha. That means in Parampara I will hear those Leelas. And then Anjastitarmi, very easily I will cross over material existence. Durgani. Uh, Anugurunan, Guna Viparmukto, I will become free from bondage. Uh, and Te Padalaya, Padayugalaya Hamsa Sangha. I will associate with pure devotees of yours. So same thing. Applicable in Vraja scenario is like Vraja Rasapure Leela Katha Kevala Bhakata Sang. Hmm. So this will give Prema Bhakti and Rasaranga. So that is the idea. Our Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur, he says that Jagrat Sapna Sushuptishu Sfurtume Radha Padabjachata Vaikunte Naraketava Mama Gatir Nanyastu Radham Vina Radha Keli Katha Sudham Budhimaha Vichi Bhirandolitam Kalindi Tata Kunjamandiram Varalinde Manovindatu. So he's saying in Jagrat Swapna Sushupti, in waking up, dreaming, or deep sleep, let me only think of or let Radharani's lotus feet manifest in my heart in all three states. And then in whether I go to Vaikuntha or Narak, my goal should be Radharani's lotus feet only. Then Radharani's Keli Katha, may they inundate my heart with their gigantic waves of Radharani's Keli Katha, Leela Katha Prajarasa Pure. So, and which take place in the Kunja by the bank of Kalindi. Kalindi Tata Kunja Mandira Varalinde Manovindatu. So that is the desire of any Rupanuga devotee. And hearing Leela Katha of Radha Krishna in Vrindavan in association of devotees who are greater, more advanced than us, and have the like-minded disposition as that of us. Hare Krishna. So that's all about today's verse. And Krishna willing, we will come again with another verse. Till then, have a very nice Krishna conscious day. Hare Krishna.